Tonight, Chad Daybell's fate is now in the hands of a jury. The so-called doomsday author is accused of killing his wife and his wife Lori Vallow's two kids, who used to live in the valley. He's also accused of killing his first wife, Tammy Daybell. 12 News journalist Erica Stapleton has been covering this case for the last 4 years and joins us now. And Erica, how did we get to this pivotal moment?
Yeah, Mark, it's been a long time coming, and it's been a long 2 months of testimony in Chad Daybell's triple murder trial in Idaho after an even longer investigation. And there's no telling how long it might take the jury to reach a verdict.
Prosecutors driving home the main points of their case once again.
3 dead bodies on the defendant, Chad Daybell's property, 2 of them children, his mistresses, kids.
Chad Daybell, accused of murdering his wife Lori Vallow's 2 kids, Tylee Ryan and JJ Vallow, who were found buried in Daybell's backyard. He's also accused of killing his first wife, Tammy Daybell, to be with Lori Vallow, who he married just a few weeks after Tammy's death.
Tammy Daybell was found dead in their marital bed. And for what? Money, power, and sex. That's what the defendant cared about.
It's the same approach prosecutors used to convict Chad Daybell's new wife, Lori Vallow, in this case last year. Money, power, sex, and the couple's dark doomsday religious beliefs, the core of the crimes.
Chad and Lori taught that if a person was possessed, it meant the body had to die.
Prosecutor Lindsey Blake paints the picture that Chad and Lori were having an affair and wanted to get rid of everyone in the way of their relationship. Chad Daybell listens, appearing emotionless, except for shaking his head when Blake talks about him searching for wind directions online around the time investigators believe Tylee Ryan's body was buried on his property. A search Chad Daybell's defense attorney later argues was not Chad Daybell at all, but his adult daughter. He also makes a point to address Chad's religious teachings.
Now, whether you think that's crazy or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you agree with light and dark, it doesn't matter. He's entitled to his beliefs.
Defense attorney John Pryor casting doubt on the state's case, blaming Lori Vallow and her brother Alex Cox for the crimes, not Chad.
Lori Vallow's next victim, Chad Daybell, because Alex Cox was going to do something to him.
Lori Vallow was sentenced to life in prison in Idaho in this case. She's currently in jail in Maricopa County for additional conspiracy to commit murder charges. Her brother, Alex Cox, is listed as a co-conspirator in these crimes. He can't be charged because he died at his home in Arizona in December 2019. Chad Daybell emotionless still throughout his defense's final argument. His fate now up to a jury.
And Erica, now that the jury has the case, what are the next steps?
Yeah, Mark, the jury was presented a ton of evidence over the past 2 months, so it might take some time for them to go through everything. Chad Daybell is charged with 8 felonies in this case, so the jury will have to figure out if Chad is guilty or not guilty on each of those charges. And if he is found guilty for any of the murder charges, he's facing 3 of those, the death penalty is on the table as a possible sentence. We're live in the studio tonight. Eric Stapleton, 12 News.
All right.